Welcome, beautiful soul. They truly believed time would erase you. They thought distance would weaken the connection. They convinced themselves that eventually your name would stop affecting them emotionally, that your memory would fade naturally, and that life would slowly return to normal after you disappeared from their daily world. But now 6 months have passed, and they are still trying to forget you, still trying to silence thoughts about you, still trying to convince themselves they made the right decision emotionally. And the frightening part for them is this: nothing is working. The cards immediately show someone who attempted moving on externally while remaining completely attached internally. They distracted themselves with people, conversations, responsibilities, routines, and emotional avoidance. They tried pretending everything was under control, but late at night, when the noise disappears, your energy returns immediately. The reading begins with emotional suppression. This person buried feelings deeply instead of facing them honestly. They told themselves the connection was temporary, told themselves they could walk away emotionally without consequences, told themselves they would eventually stop caring. But every month that passed only made the emotional attachment stronger, because your connection reached parts of them that nobody else has touched emotionally. There's also strong obsession energy surrounding this reading. Not always loud obsession, not always dramatic, sometimes quiet, private, hidden behind silence and pride, but constant. Your name still changes their mood instantly. Memories involving you still interrupt their thoughts unexpectedly. Certain songs, places, conversations, or moments still remind them of you without warning. And every reminder hits emotionally harder than they expected. The cards also show that they secretly watch your energy from a distance more than you realize. Social media, mutual friends, casual mentions involving your life. Even tiny details feel emotionally important to them because part of their heart never truly accepted the separation. They remain emotionally connected despite trying to appear detached externally. There's also strong regret surrounding this connection now. They replay old situations constantly, conversations they handled poorly, emotional moments where they held back too much, decisions they thought were temporary but became permanent emotionally. And the deeper that regret grows, the more impossible moving on becomes. The reading also reveals that this person thought emotional distance would restore control. Instead, losing access to your energy destabilized them emotionally. Their peace disappeared gradually. Their emotional balance weakened. Things that once distracted them stopped feeling fulfilling because now they understand something painful. Your presence brought emotional comfort they took for granted. The cards also show someone around them noticing the shift. A friend, family member, co-worker. Someone close already senses they are not emotionally over you at all. They notice how your name affects them, the emotional tension behind their silence, the way their energy changes when conversations involve relationships or the past. Because despite all the pretending, the emotional attachment remains obvious underneath. There's also karmic energy attached to this connection heavily. The emotional confusion they once caused you now follows them constantly. They question themselves endlessly. Wonder if you moved on. Wonder if someone new is making you happier emotionally. Wonder whether they permanently lost something irreplaceable. Those thoughts haunt them privately. The cards also reveal emotional exhaustion building around them now. Carrying unresolved feelings became heavier over time, instead of lighter. The longer they avoided emotional honesty, the more emotionally trapped they became. And now they feel stuck between pride and longing. Part of them wants to reach out desperately. Another part fears rejection, embarrassment, or discovering you emotionally moved forward without them. That fear keeps them frozen emotionally. There's also strong comparison energy surrounding this reading. They compare everyone to you now. New people feel emotionally incomplete. Conversations feel shallow. Connections lack depth. Nobody creates the same emotional intensity mixed with comfort that your energy created naturally. And that realization frustrates them deeply, because now they understand your rarity too late. The cards also show that your own energy changed dramatically during these months apart. You became emotionally stronger, more self-aware, less desperate for clarity from people unwilling to communicate honestly. Your peace became more important than chasing emotional closure. That transformation increased your magnetism enormously. Now they feel your emotional distance differently. Now your silence feels dangerous to them. There's also strong spiritual pull between you both still active beneath the surface. This connection was never fully severed emotionally. Even through silence, separation, or pride, the energetic thread remained alive continuously. That is why forgetting you became impossible. Your energy still lives inside their emotional world permanently. The reading also reveals jealousy surrounding your future heavily. The thought of another person receiving your love, loyalty, emotional depth, and softness genuinely disturbs them deeply. Even imagining someone else occupying the emotional space they abandoned creates emotional panic internally, because they now understand what they lost. An understanding arrived too late. The cards also show emotional awakening happening inside this person slowly, but painfully. Losing you forced self-reflection they avoided for years. They began confronting emotional immaturity, avoidance patterns, fears of vulnerability, and choices rooted in pride instead of love. That realization hurts them every single day now. There's also communication energy building strongly around this connection again. Messages, confessions, emotional truth surfacing unexpectedly. The pressure inside them keeps growing because suppressing feelings no longer works emotionally. 6 months of silence did not heal them. It exposed how deeply attached they still are. The reading also shows that part of them believed you would always emotionally wait, always remain available, always keep the door emotionally open, no matter how long they delayed honesty. But now they sense your energy changing. Stronger, more independent, less emotionally reachable. And that realization terrifies them, because for the first time, losing you feels real. The cards end with emotional truth becoming unavoidable. No matter how much time passes, no matter how many distractions appear, no matter how hard they try, convincing themselves otherwise, They cannot erase you emotionally. They cannot replace the connection. And 6 months later, they are still waking up every day, trying to forget someone their soul already knows was unforgettable from the very beginning. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts, feelings, or messages to me, or even to the universe, in the comments below. Please share this video with anyone who may benefit from it. Wishing you a life filled with peace, harmony, and joy each and every day.